Hey everyone, I know you hear this a lot, but be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with what's happening on CKPG Today, your favorite community show. Trust me, you won't regret it. Today we're going to explain something you probably don't know a heck of a lot about, sledge hockey, otherwise known as para-ice hockey. This was originally created in the 1960s in Sweden, and then it quickly grew after that to encompass countries just like Canada. And boy, over the years, Canada has produced some absolute legends. We're talking about Billy Bridges, Tyler McGregor, and Greg Westlake. Some of those names are probably familiar to you because they are legends as part of Canada's Paralympic team. And we're going to show you what sledge hockey is like today. It's a lot harder than those fellas made it look when they were on Team Canada. Let's go in Kid 1 here and meet Rob, who's going to show us how it's done today. Let's go find him. Now it's time to learn a little bit more about this interesting sport called para-ice hockey with a guy who knows it very well, Mr. Rob Stiles. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, thanks for making the time to chat today here in Kid 1. This is great. A lot of learning I think I'm going to do today, but what would you, I guess, for people who have never seen para-ice hockey played, how would you describe it?
It's effectively anything we're inclusive, so everyone can play together, but at the highest level, you have to have something with your lower legs. So effectively, if you cannot get out on the ice regularly and play, this gives you that chance. So effectively, you become the skate. I always like to say.
Okay, and this is pretty interesting stuff. As you can see, there's all the sleds behind us here today. We're going to introduce you to the equipment and that kind of thing, but I guess it's pretty obvious the difference between this and skates. I mean, they are set up a little bit differently. I don't know, just describe the sled for me here, Rob.
Okay, so these are all independent. So if you were at a high level, you'd have this built specially for you.
Okay,
but these
custom.
are our have-a-go ones, so everyone can join in here. So effectively, you have the plastic bucket. It's a seat.
Okay.
Okay, so you're sitting on that. You're sitting on effectively the skates here. So I don't know if we can see both. You can move these blades. So they always have two blades. People think it's one. You're always two. Obviously, the closer you get, the more you tippy. The further apart, the more stable you are.
Now, is it the higher skill, the closer you are, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily, but generally, the further apart you are, you're not going to be as tippy, which means things like stopping and turning are going to be trickier.
Okay.
So you won't fall over all the time, but it is going to be trickier. So generally, you want to be closer just to give you that little bit of movement, but you want to get your own stability, right?
Pros and cons.
And then obviously this long part, this is effectively where your legs are, if you have legs.
Of course.
There are minimum regs on all this kind of stuff, which we're not going to get into. Yep. But effectively, your feet come up here, and so you're sitting here. And then we can adjust everything. Obviously, when it comes to people with physical disabilities, everyone's independent, everyone's individual. So we might need to do some different things with strapping or the exact way you sit. But effectively, you're in that bucket, your feet are out in front of you, the blades are underneath.
Wild. It's kind of magical to see it all come into motion, and I think the guys that people have seen. I think Team Canada's been here once over my lifetime, but watching this, they make it look pretty easy, but it's a lot harder than it looks.
It takes a bit of practice. There is a setup issue here. So I do a whole range of adapted sports. So we do like wheelchair sports as well.
Yes.
You can put someone in any wheelchair, and they'll get it pretty quickly.
Okay.
You can put people in these, and it can be impossible if it's not quite set up right.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see how you do out on the ice. You can be like constantly going backwards and stuff. So there is, because you're on ice effectively, it's very temperamental. But they are a lot of fun. So it's unique and very different.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about here is the sticks. Obviously, you'll notice there are two blades. I mean, you hold each in each hand here, and then the other end is interesting here. So spikes, this is how you propel yourself?
Yeah, so these are picks. So these are loose, so we're going to get you a bread one when we go on there. But effectively, yeah, you have one. So you have two sticks instead of one. So you're going to be ambidextrous with what you're doing with the puck if you're very good. These picks, so you can jam them right in the ice and pull yourself along. And then you have the situation where you're going to switch back and forth. So obviously, when you want to go quickly, you want to be right at the top to get that extra leverage. Okay. When you want to hit the puck, you want to be holding at the bottom like you would a regular hockey stick. So you're going to have to move your hands up and down as you go in order to switch between moving and puck work.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. It's a whole brain thing going on, so it's a lot of fun.
Okay. And now you yourself, you're part of the NASA here, Northern Adapted Sports Association, also with Engaged Sport a little bit as well. But what do you guys do, for those who aren't aware of NASA?
So
not the space NASA.
Well,
the local NASA.
I hear there's one in the States somewhere, but I don't know. I think they stole my idea. So we do adapted sport. So an adapted sport is any kind of sport, actually any kind of game or activity that you change so that no one gets left out.
Okay.
So we are a firm believer in sport for every body, as in every type of body, as well as everybody. And we're completely inclusive, so we do anything. So we'll do all this. I go into schools and do school awareness. We do wheelchair sports. I do para badminton. We have adapted kayaks. We have hand cycles. I do blind sports as well. So
you do it all.
We'll do it all. This equipment, I mean, this is actually one of the cheaper equipments, but a lot of this equipment is very, very expensive.
Of course. Yeah.
So our whole idea is if you do come back to the community, I mean, disability is one of those minorities which, even if you're not it right now, you might be in that minority tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Hopefully not, but you might be.
You might be.
And if you do want to try a sport, you know, you shouldn't have to spend $5,000-$10,000 just to try something. So that's our whole goal, is that if someone comes out and says, you know, we want to try X, we'll make it happen. So.
I like it. Well, kudos to you and your crew on all you do. We're going to get set up in the sled here and give it a little whirl here on the ice ourselves. We've got a little session plan, so stay tuned for that here, Rob. I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be. It's going to be good.
All right.
I'm confident
it's going to be good.
player.
He's confident. We're confident. You should be confident too.
Oh, you can do more than that.
More than that?
I want you to fall over as well. That's actually pretty good. Oh. Ah, there we go. Oh.
Close, I saved it. Okay, Rob, how do we do this?
So exactly what you think. So usually people step over and then sit in it, but I'm not going to tell you how to sit down.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you sort of have that basic.
Yeah, maybe it's probably easier without these. Okay.
So you want to make sure those straps are not underneath you.
Good.
Because it'll be incredibly uncomfortable if nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, so usually you have your feet braced against this part.
Okay.
This one has a taped strap, but this strap is effectively to stop your feet from rubbing on your ice all the time.
Okay.
So we have them, they move, and then we tape them.
Okay.
Your straps are going to go crisscross. So it's front to back, so you have the strap.
Oh, there they are.
It's effectively a shoe, so you want to be able to push up and the whole thing move, and not just you moving in the bucket back and forth. So very, very basics. To move forward, you're going to have high up. So the higher up you go on the stick, effectively the bigger stride, it's called, you have.
Okay,
so the more power.
Is it like rowing? You're doing both at the same time?
Yeah, so usually a standard move would be both at the same time. You will very quickly work out if you do, even if you have one hand higher than the other, you'll go in circles quite quickly.
Woo. See, how do you stop? This is the thing
All right, so that's the tricky part. So if you just stop pushing, you'll eventually stop. The boards will stop you if nothing else.
All right, Rob, you lead the way.
All right.
Sled practice with Rob Stiles.
All right, so once you have the blades a bit closer together.
Oh, he goes fast, yeah.
You can scoot around more.
Oh.
So that's what I mean about, you could then kick your hips out to do a stop. And you can actually use your knuckles on your gloves too.
Woo-hoo. That's cool. In case you're wondering on TV, yes, I am repping a Prince George Frosties. This is a local club,
Frostbites, yeah.
Frostbites?
So that's our local club, effectively, which everyone is more than welcome to come and play with us. We're open to everyone. Oh, you can do more than that.
More than that?
I want you to fall over as well. That's actually pretty good. Oh. Ah, there we go. Oh.
Close, I saved it.
Once we start dealing with the puck, then it becomes a little tricky.
Yeah. Well,
so now you have that whole, am I moving? Do I need to go back down to shoot? Do I want one down and one up?
Okay.
But all of the techniques that you would have for shooting, for passing are all the same. You're still rolling it along we're still taped the same. You do obviously get to be able to, you can work underneath your sled.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, and then that happens.
And then you immediately fall.
I want to take some shots here, Rob.
Of course you do.
That's where my mind went when I saw the puck. And trying to move and also stick handle a puck means I'm going to be going in a circle.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't want to shoot into your sledge, so okay, I'm just going to go.
Yeah, so underneath is what a lot of people are doing. That's pretty good effort for a first effort.
That's
a little
hard.
wrist shot. So a lot of people do end up trying to shoot through. So that's again the positioning thing.
Yeah. I'm going to grab a puck and hope I don't hit the net.
Left-handed as well. There you go. See, totally counts. And I specifically told you not to crash into the goal.
Whoa!
Oh, if I was saying I wanted to hit the post, that would have been great. Eh?
Well, I mean, that's pretty good, Rob. You gotta think about leaning. think about stopping, you gotta think about stick handling. So much to think about, producer Zach. I can't think for the rest of the day after this. This is it. I'm gonna be kaput.
There we go. Whew. Off the ice and everything.
Also,
Totally got it. You've mastered it now.
no, I haven't mastered it. No mastering today. For people wondering, there we go. Figured out how to stop a little bit.
Yeah, you see, you can do something I can't do. So.
If they want to try this themselves, you guys are having some tryout nights. Explain the details to people here watching.
Yeah, so well, in Prince George, I'm going to say we're here every Sunday. We're coming into December, so it does get a little bit up in the air.
Sure.
But we do come out to Kin 1 every Sunday, 4:15. We're open to everyone. We also, if you follow our social media, we're Northern Adapted Sports or N-Adapt Sports on Instagram. We post on there. Everyone's welcome. It's free.
The other thing I was going to say, for people wondering, in northern British Columbia, there are times you guys travel around a little bit as well.
We're actually fairly regular. We have fairly regular stuff in Fort St. John and Dawson Creek. And I'm actually working, so this has really grown a lot of the ice stuff recently. So we have a learn to skate program for anyone who wants to just try them out in Fort St. John. I'm traveling to sort of Smithers and I'm working on Burns Lake. So if you follow our social media or even our website or even reach out to me, we can totally connect with you. If you're in one of those other communities and you want to give it a go, we'll totally bring the equipment. We'll make it happen.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
All right, awesome.
Cheers. Good game.
Yeah. You scored, so that's all that matters.